She left the city behind to live wild in the dunes. Some say her ghost still swims in Lake Michigan, but who was the real Diana of the dunes, and why did she vanish into the wild? In 1915, Alice Mabel Gray left behind a promising life in Chicago. She had studied at the University of Chicago and worked as a stenographer. But suddenly she disappeared, reappearing only as a barefoot woman living in a shack by the lake. The locals were shocked. A woman living alone in the wilderness? The press named her Diana of the Dunes after the Roman goddess of the hunt, moon, and wild places. It wasn't her name, but it fit the myth the newspapers were trying to sell. She swam in the lake, she studied stars at night, and lived simply. But she also became a vocal activist for protecting the Indiana dunes. She wrote essays, gave speeches, and became a symbol of resistance to industrial expansion. Then came Paul Wilson, a fisherman, ex-convict, and accused draft dodger. She fell in love with Paul, but their love story turned dark. In 1922, a nearby murder led deputies to raid their home, and in the chaos, Paul was shot in the foot and Alice's skull was fractured, and their personal writings disappeared, or possibly stolen. 3 years later, Alice fell sick. The cause was a fatal kidney condition. She refused treatment and died shortly after, but many believe physical trauma played a role. Repeated beatings could have damaged her kidneys, leading to failure over time. This led many to believe that it was Paul who was abusive. Paul claimed she died in his arms. He also wanted to cremate her on a dune called Mount Tom, but local officials said no. She was later buried in Gary, Indiana under her real name, Alice Gray Wilson. Since her death, people claim to see a ghostly woman running into the lake, sometimes glowing, sometimes nude. Whether or not the ghost is real, her impact is undeniable. Her voice helped protect the dunes, which are now a national park. So who was she really? Was she a visionary? Is she a ghost now? Was she a woman trying to escape something darker? What do you think? Leave a comment below. And if you ever visit the dunes at dusk, look to the water. You might just see her.